He who keeps his work in disorder gives home to chaos. Let him be struck with stone and iron to forge away his flaws. That seems violent.
Things are getting very complicated. Even with Chort dead, my problems are far from over, and whoever hired the sheriff to kill me is still out there. The key ring I found at Chort's house belongs to Lieutenant Mosley of the City Watch, but it turns out she has an alibi for the murder itself. Still, she's probably neck deep in this whole mess. I don't know what's going on, and I don't like that. So I started following Mosley. I knew sooner or later she'd have to tip her hand and contact her friends, and sure enough, she just left the local watch station well before schedule, carrying a letter. This is my chance. If I can trail her without being spotted, I should be able to find out who's on the other end of this little conspiracy.
The way that cutscene ended was almost kind of like a bug. The way it faded out there and repeated the audio and the way it went down, that was weird. Super weird. We are following Lieutenant Mosley. She has an alibi for the murder, but we think she was involved. Trace the Courier. Hard to imagine why you'd need to kill anyone on a job like this. Don't do it. Out on the street is a poor place to pick up funding for your next escapade, but you ought to at least give it a shot. Perhaps the passers-by will be helpful. Pick at least 6 pockets. I wonder if that only applies to loot, or whether we can also maybe pick arrows and whether that will count. As for the main objectives, trace the message to its final destination. Good use of the apostrophe there. Without being caused by the courier. Somehow find out the contents of that message. Alright. What do we have? I need to use flash bombs here. Something is very wrong. Invisibility might be very helpful though. Let's just go on with that. Pick 6 pockets. It doesn't say loot. Hopefully arrows count.
Lieutenant Mosley, out for a little stroll. Let's see where you take me.
Oh, we're starting next to the old gate.
Nothing. I'm too tense.
That model is very unique. Also, the way you're holding that letter is super weird. I don't know if that's how you held it in the original or whether that's Thief Fix doing something weird. Right, we need to follow you and maybe pick some pockets along the way. Where are we? I think last time I went through here because I hid in a little nook here, and yeah, I opened that gate and then left. So we started here. I assume we are heading south along here. The marketplace is immediately to my right.
Strange noises.
I hear you.
Oh!
You are under arrest.
Okay, they're extremely alert.
Is that
What
you?
was that?
I tried to mantle there, but I jumped instead.
Just
paid
rats
for
again.
Jumping at nothing.
I suppose that counts as a pocket picked. But the dude on my right had an arrow, that's why I went for him.
Ha! I've got you now.
Damn. She did not do that last time. Or maybe she did and I just didn't notice. No, she definitely didn't do this animation earlier. That's a face we can punch.
What was
Please don't
that?
take that sentence out of context.
Letting those stay alert pep talks get the best of me.
Alright, we're going to lose her for just a moment here. I don't know if we can knock out people here.
Thought I
saw something.
You saw nothing, dude. Your back is turned. I really want that arrow. Are you coming back? No, good. She stopped there. That's
I don't like
good.
the looks of that.
That's better.
Hey, pal. If you're gonna make that much noise, then why don't you just come out?
Where'd she go? Haven't lost her yet. Oh. More loot.
Come to Papa now.
About time we cleaned up those cesspools of filthy tankers.
I'd love to look in there, but I can't.
That's the best thing for 'em.
Cut your throat as soon as they look at you. Jesus. And that's her opinion on such matters, I guess. Okay, so we're approaching the marketplace from the southeast. This definitely does ring a bell. As thus this bridge. Ah!
Did you notice that?
Trouble?
I think there's another one coming from behind me. Do you have anything I can loot? No. Okay, there is, but you're not a problem. Where'd she go?
That you?
Fucking Joran. Joran is the worst. I have no idea how you didn't spot me there. There we go.
Looks like nothing.
Oh, this feels very unsafe. Yeah, I'm gonna put that arrow out. Alright, I'm not gonna put that arrow out, so I'm not wasting that. There were 3 guards over by that gate earlier. And also that gate was closed. But there's only one there tonight. Had to because of this guy.
Back on all this overtime.
Okay, it wasn't the bridge at the marketplace. Or maybe it was. Try not to spoil it. Alright, we're behind the gates, or we're heading behind the gates. Oh, this could be a problem. This guy approaching us could be a huge problem.
What's that I see? No, quiet now. I'm sure it was nothing. Is that you?
Shit.
Just rats again.
If she goes left, I might be able to run a loop, but I might have lost my opportunity here. Okay, she stopped for a bit. That's good. Where are you going, sir?
Something there?
Oh, ma'am. Yeah, I've lost her. Lost her and I'm about to lose my life. I could maybe get behind here, but the thing is, I'm now exposed. What do I do? Do I move over to the side here? Maybe. But there's this room here. She's walking away. Yeah, there might be an opportunity to get past when he or she moves over to the bridge, I should say. So Mosley's facing us. Oh, you're coming back this way. Damn it.
What's that I see?
Yeah, I think we're done. The gem is full red. Have we lost her? We have not lost her.
Thought this be a cushier job than on private guard duty. That's what I know. Sheriff's just as bad.
I've got news for you, ma'am. The sheriff's dead. But I think you know that already. Alright, so we're heading towards our place. I wonder if they broke in and found a secret room yet. Oh god.
You can't hide forever.
Yeah, we've been spotted.
It's always nothing. It's never anything exciting.
She turned around very quickly there. It was nothing. That's not your I'm actually going to investigate mark. Right, we're heading south. I assume our place is just north, but we don't have time to visit it tonight. Caught it just in time. Alright, so real talk, I could have sworn that she dropped the letter on the bridge at the marketplace. I completely forgot about that. I definitely don't forget what we have to do next though, which is we need to grab the letter, read it, and then replace it.
Somehow, I doubt she dropped her note by accident. I better see what it says.
Indeed. Sorry to interrupt you there, Garrus. My co-conspirator. Our plan seems to have had no unfortunate consequences. You were concerned that some incriminating evidence was dropped by your assassin at the scene. If so, it was not found. Still, it was foolish to place the key on a key ring with my emblem on it. Okay, so Mosley is writing this. I am a novice at such conspiracies, I confess, but no one has implicated me in the murder. Oh, she was responsible. With both Hagen and Truitt out of the picture? How is Hagen out of the picture? I thought Hagen was alive and kicking. You can expect little trouble from the City Watch from now on. However, we both know that there are far more sinister forces at work in the city. On that note, you mentioned once that you had one last place to retreat to where the mechanists could never find you. It's not Karis, okay. If that is true, I urge you to go there now, since in light of recent events, they will waste no time or effort trying to discover your current location. I hope this warning does not reach you too late. Steadfastly yours, Lieutenant M.
Let's see who comes to claim the note.
She is a pagan sympathizer, so... I mean, I know what's going to happen next, sort of. But it doesn't seem, I guess, untoward or Not untoward, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't seem entirely unsuspected, or unexpected, I should say, that a pagan is going to come and pick it up. How you doing? I better not do that, just in case someone finds the body. Alright. We need to wait to see who picks up this letter.
Mud and plastic bother.
What is it?
New boots. It's gonna take me a week to break in the cursed things. And until then, I'll be walking like someone's grandmom.
Oh, wouldn't want to stub your little toesies.
Ah, taff off.
Nothing. Okay. Oh. Okay, not quite nothing. Either way, it's actually more dangerous to stay up here and look out here than it is to wait down there because of the darkness. So I'll just wait in this little doorstop here. Okay, I hear footsteps coming from the right. Alright, we can't... Never mind. You're not going to pick that up, I think.
Sheriff's just as bad as
I hear some more footsteps.
kick back and take it easy. We're napping and doing a short walking patrol.
Right, well, hopefully you don't come in here, but I'm going to open that door just in case. Let me grab your purse. More footsteps from the right. Okay, here we go. Looks like a standard filthy, unwashed commoner. So are you the person who murdered Truitt? Or are you just another underling? Oh, hell.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where are we going? I think we're here, perhaps? Oh, hell. Is that Mosley? It is. Mosley has dropped the letter, but is still wandering around. Looking directly at us. You stopped again. Wow. You stopped on that side of the bridge, and you're stopping on the left side of the bridge as well. We see a guard ahead. You have an arrow.
Something there?
I'm not going to go for it.
Always so tired now. Can't remember to it. Always so much to do.
Heading south. Down here, perhaps?
Nowhere to be safe anymore.
Yeah,
was
look at...
that?
Oh god. Look at that word, smokesy. Definitely a pagan.
Looks like it's peaceful again.
I really just want to knock someone out, you know? Want to embrace violence for just a sec. You'll do. Hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong with that. Right, we're south of the marketplace now. This dude's going around in circles.
Flash, something moves. Nothing.
I see that sewer.
Where everything roofs and street. All the air's full of smoky garbage. Can't see a single bit of grass to stand on.
Gen P, how are you doing, dude? Currently in the middle of following this dude who seems to be walking around in circles. For no reason other than to annoy me and or artificially increase the mission length.
Lady of the Greens, keep us safe.
Lady of the Greens. Definitely a pagan. How am I getting across that bridge? Not this way. Hell.
What's over there?
Okay, the civilian doesn't care too much, but the guards definitely do. I've lost him. Did he go down there? Yes, he's over there. Mosley's in the way.
I like seeing things I don't know.
Let's see what that was.
I'm knocking out Mosley.
Don't get paid for jumping at nothing.
Come out in the name of Sheriff Corbin Truitt.
Good news for you, he's dead, bro. Alright, I've lost the courier.
You up sooner or later. You got a big target on your chest.
The courier turned left, clearly. I've got to get across that bridge.
Let's see what that was.
And quickly. It's either that or I find an alternate route. The problem I've got is Mosley is coming from the left. This seems very dangerous.
Alone again. Wonder what it was.
That doesn't seem like the right answer. I don't know if that was very difficult simply because of the RNG or what, but that didn't seem like the right answer at all. Do I have any noisemakers on me? I do. Maybe that's the answer. You saw nothing, dude. Keep walking. He saw me. Mosley's coming from the left, which is awful.
And only silence is behind.
Alright, we're headed to the graveyard. God knows why you needed to take this route, and then around, and then back, and then over the marketplace, and then around here, and then this way, rather than, you know, just taking the direct route.
Always so tired now. Can't remember if I had a good
I mean, maybe he's trying to shake off anyone who's following him.
Lady of the Greens, keep us safe. Grant us hope. Takes us when we lies down for always to live again.
Alright, let's hide there. What have I got? I have 24 broadheads, 18 water. Bunch of moss. No rope, a couple of noisemakers. That's it.
Aha!
The hell?
Wind, speed me away!
We darest not venture in there. Cemeteries are no place for the living to be treading about at night.
Perhaps we should return home and forge the backbone.
Why enter there? 'Tis the only exit, and thou didst hit him with thy bolts. If he dost not come out, then surely he hath bled unto death.
Very well. Quiet thy fearful heart, and we shall remain here. I'm ready for the...
If that's the only exit, then she does actually have some compelling arguments. Alright, so someone else was talking.
The builder will guide me.
Another pagan was talking. I didn't see where they were. I assume they were inside the graveyard. But I definitely saw their subtitle there. But whoever this courier is, they've fled into the graveyard. And we need to follow. Mechanists, though. Why are the mechanists... Were they waiting for him? Is this...
Thou art pierced.
We are indeed pierced. God, we're all the way back here. Yeah, who was talking here? The subtitle that appears is not from this guy.
Now, can't remember when I had a good dark sleep. Always so much.
A cemetery. That's original.
Alright, he's bleeding. He's running into there.
We darest not venture in there. Cemeteries are no place for the living to be treading about at night.
Perhaps we should return home and forge the...
Oh, hell.
Tis the only exit, and thou
Right, we have zombies. I want that loose. Cool new zombie model, though. Really cool. Alright, the mechanists were correct. This is clearly no place to be at night. Oh, there's got to be something else in here, surely. Maybe if I extinguish that light? No, nothing. Alright. This voice acting, though. Can I pick that? No! Can I pick this? Also no. Come on. Garrett, you can do it. Mechanists are spotting me now. Lovely. Alright. I don't think the zombie is a problem, so let me just make an autosave out here. Maybe I can climb that way.
Where did he go? Guess there must be another way out of here after all.
Okay, this is where he came in.
Come, friend, let's smash this.
Okay, so you see me and you go after me, but you're too afraid to enter the cemetery otherwise.
Where did he go?
I don't want to take the hit, and we just saw it there. We just saw how he escaped. I really don't want to
Where
take the
did he
hit
go?
here.
Guess there must be another way out of here after all.
We'll go down there after we have looted the place, not before. Yep, there's the blood. Anything nice down here? I don't think so. Alright.
Wasn't expecting that.
Indeed. Mystical stuff. Traced a message to its final destination. I don't know if he actually dropped the message or not. But we're seeing what was there, so yeah. How much loot did I miss? About a quarter. 9 out of 14. We definitely saw an arrow that we could grab. Secrets 0 out of 1. I do wonder where that is. Because I assume once we have traced a courier to the graveyard, we are free to then do whatever the hell we like. We can backtrack and cross the mission, look for all the loot, and find that secret perhaps. Alright, what's next? Soars be them man o' moon's faces, rounds the globe rights in them summer night sky. Says them to us that winter comes earlies, summer is gone and the harvest is fled.
The portal from the graveyard deposited me in a grove of trees, and the wounded pagan I was following is nowhere in sight. He's carrying Mosley's letter, and I'd still like to know where he's heading with it. My plan is to track him and find out what's been going on. The pagan has a head start in what is probably familiar territory to him, but there's some blood on the ground. I'm hoping he's in too much of a hurry to stop and tend to that wound, so he'll leave a trail of blood that I can follow. That's unless he bleeds to death before he gets where he's going. Meanwhile, I have no idea where I am or what I'll be up against, and even if I did, there's no going back for supplies. If I believed in it, now would be a good time for me to wish for luck.
Following the blood. What do we have? Nothing except don't kill anyone. You're a thief, not a murderer. If you catch up with the wounded pagan or come across any other humans, don't kill them. There's some blood on the ground, and it's probably from the wounded pagan who's carrying Mosley's letter. Follow the blood trail to find out where his ultimate destination is. Following a blood trail alone in a dark, unfamiliar place can be difficult, so see if you can find a map or some other information about where you are. Alright. Yeah, we can't supply here. I do wonder if we have our loot from the previous mission. We do! Wow, okay. We walked through a portal and we're now here. Presumably outside the city. Useful. Karis? Alright, I'm not taking that hit. We're getting dialogue from a mechanist by the looks of it. But I can't hear them yet. We have a hut just over to our east.
You can have this. I don't need it anymore.
Come, Lily. Must we go?
His name's Dewdrop, and he doesn't like Satanists.
Lily.
I have to go now.
Okay, well this is fucking terrible. Mechanists came in and killed the pagans. Possibly with Truitt's help. Dank Law? Lily must writ this 5 times over for home lesson. Full moon bees called Neen, for him woodsy lord's jackal. New moon bees called Enon, them's jackal's dark shadow. I've already forgotten it, I'm definitely not writing it 5 times. Mechanists. Live mechanists.
The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
Nothing in this little... Oh, we can potentially go that way. Noted. Right, well, this place looks a fair bit more complicated than what we had in Escape.
I knows it was here. I knows it.
Looking for this vile heathen?
My side. Gives it here.
Gladly, pagan. Gladly.
He am the honeymaker and drinkers we them meads. He am the jacksberry and eaters we them leafs. He am the trickster, and the woodsy lord he bees. I feel very uncomfortable being here because I could have sworn we murdered the trickster at the end of the game. Well, okay, that's not strictly true. He killed himself, but we also sabotaged his eye with a high explosive, so it sort of all works out in the end. I don't see a scythe around here. This mechanist, though. I don't think we need to take him out, but I want to take him out anyway. It seems like the right thing to do, you know?
Was surely just moss in mine eyes.
Moss in eyes sounds very infectious.
Come into the light so that I might see thee.
That was worth it because he had loose. So it's plugging my earphone back in. Right. The trail leads east.
What? You? Gets the children to the gathering place. Quickly nows.
Mechanists came and they hid the children. Seems fair enough.
All's quiet now.
Please. Thank you. Alright, I haven't seen your particular type of character model before. Are you unique, or are there more of you?
Check thy map. Several have escaped from somewhere near the gathering place.
Yes, I have seen it. The wretched heathens did perform a ritual that allowed them to pass through. But alas, I could not follow.
The Builder will forgive us if we perform their pagan rituals in pursuit of his wishes.
Yes, friend, thou speakest the truth. Let us wait. Did you hear that? There's someone behind those trees.
Presumably that's how they died, but I don't see the... Ah, fuck.
Receive thy chopping sapling.
Receive thy chopping sapling, followed by me knocking you out with a blackjack while you're in combat stance is very funny. Lit up the lights of the gathering place, till all of them glows round the woodsy lord's head. Then open them eyes of the Jacksberry giver, by bringing the rubies and then placing thems there. Oh god, we need to find some rubies and put them there. Rubies, obviously not actual rubies, but an allegory or something for them, I don't know. Jumps in his mouth when it glows it all red. For these is the way to them lair of the greens. The more of them earthies, whatever, and course of us dreams. Alright, so we need to find a mouth. Place a bunch of red stuff around it. And that presumably is going to open a portal. Right now, though, the only thing I've found that I could pick up is this straw doll. Speed potion. It is red, but that's definitely not it. I don't think it's apples either, because we can interact with those, as in we can eat them. I imagine these objects we need to use, if they do exist. They're going to be inventory objects we can pick up, but not use of their own accord. Oh, hello. Plants as we after the spring moon is full, and water till it be at wane. I can't read that. Harvest we after the full moon shines there, and the wind's crisp air coolest be. English mofos, do you speak it? Round us gardens plants we them marigolds, keepsies and buggies away from the fruits, sweet hair and volley bees kept aways too. Not bees as in buzz buzz, but just we keep them away. Alright, been there.
He hams the honeymaker.
He hams the jackberry.
Sits we down under his treesy roofs.
Eats we all of his leaves and gifts.
He feeders us.
That screaming did actually freak me out for a moment, to the point where I thought someone was outside. Alright, what have we here? Jabril, haven't we seen that name before somewhere? Cedar, we'll need another cartload of those frondy plants, and let's have no lazing about the way you normally do. If you're quick, you'll even have a bonus. 7 each instead of the usual 6. Cutting my own throat for it, that's as much as I can squeeze out of these petty lordlings. But because you're my friend and I know you need it... Anyway, get me to plants. Jabril, I could have sworn that this guy wrote one of our tips. One of the tips that we can purchase for the mission. Hello. Alright, it is legitimately a ruby stone. Oh god. The verticality. Okay, you're there. We have at least one wandering around here. We've been up there. She's around here somewhere, directly ahead. Let's check out that place to my left. We can go up though, that's deeply disconcerting. Yep, you're next. So I don't know what you're capable of yet, whether you're a guard perhaps, whether you can sling magic, maybe you're a mechanist civilian. I do not know yet.
These people didn't have a chance against the mechanists.
Indeed. And yet they did make some kills. Still got no... What is with that map screen? No idea.
Come into the light so that I might see thee.
Nah, just walk past here so I can knock you out.
'Twas nothing then. The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
Let me put out this torch, if I can. Beautiful. More flash bombs. What do you... That's a flare. It took me a while to identify what he's carrying. We have another mechanist to the north. Let's take care of you if we can. Yeah, questions for stealth games, AI in the future. If I was to replace that body with that body, would he notice? We'll get there one day, but I think we're still a couple of decades off. Hello? Alright, there's one in front of me. This looks extremely significant. It looks like a face. So presumably the mechanist didn't get inside there. And I think once you're down, maybe this area will be clear unless there's more behind this structure.
I am pummeled softly. Who dares it?
Decent troll, game. Decent troll. Alright, so we're not getting rid of you. Did I knock out this guy at least? Yes. We've got at least one that we can't get rid of because he's wearing a helmet. So let's grab a slow fall potion. Let's stand these here's.
Comes now, Birch. We've lit the lights and opened up the eyes of the woodsy lord. What left is theirs to do.
Someone has to stay behind to delay the Mechanist's threat.
But we need you with us, Birch.
No! Take Minnow and go! Go now!
Look out!
Alright, so let me see if I can use the eyes here, or the ruby stones as the eyes. Yeah, look at that. Let's find another ruby stone. Come back here, place it, that'll open the portal, and we're good to go. Got it. Alright, we have one mechanist that I cannot get rid of. I don't have a gas arrow, and the blackjack is useless. I also don't have a gas mine. Got some flash bombs, but that won't help me. Alright. Let me just get my bearings. I went in there, that's where Gareth said that the mechanists or the pagans didn't stand a chance against mechanists. I could check out the river again. I haven't been in here. Correction, I have been in here. Potentially go up there. I believe there is another hut to... That's a dead end. As we're heading up the hill, I believe there's another hut to the left. Or, you know, I could just be making that up. Alright, I need to go up, and I'm terrified of going up because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose all bearings very, very quickly. Especially if I need to jump while I'm up here. Cool tree houses. So I totally haven't followed the trail of blood. Wait, is this a dead end? This can't be a dead end. I don't seize anything. Maybe jump over there, but that's unproductive at best. Downright stupid at worst. Alright, I don't see anything up at the top of this tree. And just looking through the rest of the trees here, I don't see any other ledges or platforms, so I guess the question then is, where is the second stone? Alright, we're not going through there. That's so curious that that ladder takes me nowhere. Unless maybe there's a second ladder on the inside. I'm shocked by that. That's not something I can light or interact with. There's no ruby stone hanging out around here. Ugh, okay. Please ignore that just happened. He definitely came in here, but he didn't leave us a spare ruby stone to pick up and plug into this thing's eyes. And you know what? That's fair, because he was trying to avoid the mechanists. He would have been in a hurry. He wouldn't have been thinking about us. Alright, where is the second ruby stone? The first one was hidden just on the riverbank. So I'm expecting the second one to be hidden in just like a similarly out-of-the-way corner. I'll check the river properly shortly. Maybe up there? Maybe. No. There we are. The worst part about that is I saw that earlier and didn't think it was anything. I thought it was actually part of the plant. So, I assume that we plug this thing into the eye, That's going to open a portal, and we're going to find ourselves somewhere else again. Where perhaps instead of fighting mechanists, we'll be fighting pagans. I still haven't done the second objective, which is find a map or some information about where we are.
What noise there? That's softly called.
There we go. Alright, well I can imagine a small child being forced to come through the portal, fleeing from terrifying circumstances. They're greeted by this, and then they just think it's even worse. Oh, the mechanist did come through. Lovely.
Who fed there?
I can go back if needed. Not sure if that's going to be necessary or not. Wow, okay. A bit buggy, but it's alright.
Looks like I'm still on the right track.
We are indeed. Alright, we're making our own map, clearly. God, this place is like a maze. So far there's only one path, but it's like branching into multiple directions, taking me... It's all joining back to the same path though. It's just confusing. Okay, well that's fucking terrifying. Who needs mechanical faces when you got these things? Speaking of, I see water. Water crystals? Water crystals! Love it.
Is this the moth? Looks different.
No, it's not the more. It looks different. Right, Garrett is a professional thief. He is not a professional gardener. We can go east or southwest. I'll go southwest. I see someone wandering around up there. It didn't look human. Which means I'm not sure if we're allowed to kill it. Vine arrows. That's probably going to be critically important very shortly. And just like that, I'm disorientated. What is that thing? Whatever it is, it's not human. It's not human, but let's see if we can knock it out nevertheless. Cliffs at a swamp. I thought I went southwest from this area. Maybe the east path leads to the same area. Either way, if you ask me to backtrack now, I probably couldn't do it. I think I'm completely lost. Right, what are you, and are you vulnerable to the blackjack? Looks like an Ewok. Okay, it says don't kill any humans, so I assume I can do this. We have not broken that objective. Alright, I won't do it because I'm a nice person. I respect all genders and animals and whatever's of what creed. So let's just knock you out. Dump you in there. And hopefully you won't die from that injury. I assume I went up there, and I assume this is dangerous. Very much so. Garrett's. I saw blood up there, but I don't see blood along this trail. Okay, never mind. No, I don't think I'll be doing that. Did these creatures cooperate with the, I'll call them the human pagans? Oh, we got problems there. We got problems there. We're not getting through that.
Something moves.
Assuming, of course, that I need to come this way at all. Oh, come on. You know what I'm trying to do. That'll do. Here's a whole bunch of water there, but it's fine. No, it's not fine.
My blood is for the Lord, not you.
That's creepy as fuck. My blood is for the Lord, not you. Not Nord, Lord. I'm not playing Skyrim. Am I still in the same area? I am. I'm facing south. Holy shit. I thought I was facing north. Alright, let's try going this way. Loot? Okay, well that's actually terrifying. That's some good storytelling. These are the same gems that we found in Germ's place in the warehouse. Did they come here to collect these gems and then send them back home, so to speak? Okay, I think I've been... You know what? I've got no fucking idea where I am. Yeah, I must have come up that ramp. So, do I really need to get past this? Alright, I can get rid of you at least. Let's just play it safe and get rid of you. But the other two here, I think I'm going to have to snuff the torches and then take them out. Or I could just take them out with my sword, but again, I'm a nice person. I respect you whether you're a dog or a cat or a weird Ewok man thing. I'll try and keep them alive. We're not at Lost City today is what I'm trying to say.
Here's something.
Oh, come on. Game. Fucking hell. Can I sneak past this guy on the left? Wouldn't that be something? Just go a bit further to the east. Is this going to loop around? It is. Okay. Alright, we can go south. Oh, what the fuck. How about no? Not yes. Let me explore this side first and see if I can find some more gemsies. Okay, we were down there earlier, I think. Make that jump. Nothing over here, okay. I think we legitimately had to get past those guards there. Alright, where are we? Upper Cliffs? Moor? It's not the Moor, Garrett. The Magic Bridge. Okay, decent design. If we fall, we have a way out using these vine arrows. I'm going to stand here, see if we fire it up there. Alright. Got some more vine arrows for my test.
See you, mine's plumsies. Them's plumsies mines. No, plumsy taker, giving them backsies. I eaters them. Plumsies all gone.
Alright, these people clearly have some socio-economic problems of their own, and I've got problems as well. Specifically, it is very well lit here, and I'm getting spotted very quickly.
Them's plumsies mines. No, plumsy taker, giving them backsies. I eaters them. Plumsies all gone.
You can keep your plumsies, fellas. I'm actually not a fan of those. Alright. Down you go. Is that a plumsy down there? It is. There's at least one patrolling above me. I assume there's about 20 more on the ground floor. Tree houses? Tree Village Spring. Oh, it's going to talk about the seasons now, isn't it? The seasons that we saw on a note earlier in the level. Just sticking to the edges. Don't know if you're on the ground floor or above me. I think they're above me. Okay, I don't see a way out of here, which means the way out must be on the top floor. Which means we're either vine arrowing our way up or using these conveniently carved stairs. Alright, let's see if we can nail this guy.
Shifty shadows all empty.
Dan your eye. Curious. Alright, let's put this guy to sleep. I'm not happy about that. I'm just trying to put you to sleep, dude. Let's creep up on you and try that again, shall we? Lots of fruits. There's an envelope there. There we go. Alright, what be on this envelope? It's letter. My new friend, I was very pleased to receive your answer so quickly. I will now outline for you my plan for how we will correspond with each other in the future. Firstly, contact will be made out only after a signal. Each day, check to see which plants I have in my office window. If it is the peony, then you know I have a message to give you. Then at midnight, I'll drop my message off in the alley we agreed upon earlier. Please make sure an agent picks it up promptly, as I cannot risk anyone else seeing these letters. Alright, this is Mosley writing clearly. If you need to contact me, then leave a sage branch outside my door in the morning, and I will pick up your message at noon, in the same alley. Do not deviate from this system. I will assume anyone who contacts me in your name outside of these rules is a spy or traitor to our conspiracy, and will have him or her killed. Similarly, any person who claims to be sent by me, or any message you receive from me sent in a different manner, assumes to be false, and, of course, our secret associations discovered by a third party. I shudder at the thought. Sincerely, Lieutenant Mosley. Okay, so Mosley, in the previous mission, dropped off a message in the usual place, the alley. It wasn't really an alley, but whatever. An agent picks it up promptly, so that's been done, and we're now following this person. Unfortunately, this still doesn't tell me where we are. I think I can safely determine I'm in a world of shit, but that doesn't actually satisfy the objective.
No, got me in Summers. Who then? Who guards these winters? None guards is it. For what's good gets that bars. None's good. None's good makes it.
Okay, so this tunnel here is the crossover point between spring and summer. I don't know if I can sneak up on this dude. Go down to the west. Okay, we're spotted. How you did not see anything is a mystery I will never be able to solve. We have at least one down on the ground floor. We have one down the ramp there. These dudes are blind except for when they're asleep. More broadheads. The blood trail. Okay, look at this. We have a solid wall there, so I assume this leads into the next season, which I assume is autumn, or if you're American, you would call it fall. I'm not sure what it's called in other regions of the world, but in Australia, we call it autumn. There's at least one more on the ground floor here. You mean to do that? I think I heard another one, but I'm not sure if you're above me in the next area or on the ground floor here. More loose. Alright, that's where we came down. I don't see anything in the middle here. I think we're just traversing to the next season. Be the next season, we're in fall. Go down there, we'll have a hell of a time trying to get back up though. Okay, that's a problem. Another lesser. My secret correspondence. I have found out something new. All this time I thought Sheriff Truitt, possibly out of some misguided sense of duty, was acting alone against your people, but that is sadly untrue. As is his fashion, Truitt was hired, yes, and by the Mechanists. He has met with Karis, their leader, several times, and from those meetings came the order to systematically eradicate all pagans. Oh, and they're so clever. You are now officially potential obstacles to the greater good who must be eliminated. You and others too, including a poor soul named Garrett, whom they pursue mercilessly. Why Karis has targeted him, I have yet to discover, there we go, but as of this letter, he remains at large. The others were unfortunately not so lucky as you and this Garrett seems to be. I fear your peril is too great. True, it can be handled, but Karis and his mechanists? Stay away from them. I trust you are taking every possible precaution. My thoughts are with you. I remain, Lieutenant Morgan.
So it's been the mechanist behind my problems this whole time.
So what did we do to get their attention? We broke out Genevieve. We did some looting at the warehouses and saw some unusual things, but then someone hired us to do a break-in at Shoalsgate Station, where we had to frame Lieutenant Hagen. Is Hagen with the mechanists, perhaps? Alright, is this the cutoff points? It looks like it. That's a solid wall directly ahead of me, and that's going to take me into the next season, so let me see what I can do down here, but I don't like what I'm looking at. That's asking for at least one water arrow. Heck, that's probably asking for a flash bomb.
Something moves. Find us, keep us, finding you next.
Yep, flash bomb time. Oh hell. They have ranged weapons. I'm
this
lost.
guy doesn't run out of blood.
Lovely quip, Garrett, but I don't want to hear it just yet. So I think there's at least 3, but the problem I've got is I'm making noise coming down here, which means I'm either going to need a vine arrow or I'm going to need to drop very carefully. Alright, that's better. I am running out of water. Alright. Hey fellas. Anyone else? There's at least one more, but I don't see him yet. I'm okay with that. You made me use a flash bomb. I'm okay with that. Well, see, you freaked me the hell out when you were making those noises. What the hell is that? Pagan mask. Cool design. If Garrett was Solid Snake, I think he would be asking what those things tasted like. Alright, let's go back up here. This is probably going to be an ordeal. Surprisingly not. Alright. Continue following this blood trail into winter. I still don't know where we are.
I hope this guy doesn't run out of blood.
That was an abrupt switch. There's more loot down there. One of the early creatures said that winter was not guarded. I don't think that's what I saw earlier. Yeah, this is the one that I saw earlier for sure. Alright, I think I'm good. Let's go back up. I came in through there and there wasn't another path, so we just need to follow this way now. Still bleeding. Me going through there makes me feel like I'm really breaking and entering now. Which honestly doesn't feel good. Given the circumstances, at least. Fuck. Oh, hell. Okay, well that's fucking terrifying. I've almost had enough of this place. Let me just follow this blood trail and get out of here. Unlike everywhere else we've been, this place doesn't seem to have much structure to it. Oh. Alright, we didn't complete that. Have I failed the mission? That's the same thing. Is that it?
Garrett.
Victoria.
Garrett. Who is it you wish to fight? Me? Or my Thistlades? Oh, or the Sycamore?
Just you.
I am not the enemy, Garrett, nor anyone here. Here is your enemy. Mechanists. It's no secret that they wish to destroy you, too. Hero that you are. Regardless, you will join us in our struggle against them.
Join you? Not really my first choice.
Choice? My choice is to avenge the death of a friend. You understand nothing of suffering and duty. Pathetic man fool. In one moment I could...
The past is the past. Now we have an enemy in common. Even you must see that this is so.
I seem to have a lot of enemies lately. Anyway, you have matters well in hand.
It is true that I am powerful, but I draw my strength from this place. Where the mechanists are, I am not so assured of victory.
Pity.
I have no time for your vengeful thoughts and biting words. But be assured, Garrett, you are stronger with us than without us. We have been watching the mechanists for 3 moons. Pagan agents are posted in every sector of the city. Your report, Larkspur.
1 loss in the Old City, and 2 more in Dayport.
Sometimes enemies must join forces to overcome a more terrible foe. So tell me, Garrett, yes or no? Are we agreed to work together, sharing knowledge and skills against the mechanists? I put vengeance aside. The Earth keeps my promise for me. Now you have my oath on it. I'm cursed if I break the covenant. Now your answer.
I agree that...
Good. The Earth keeps your promise for you.
Right, but what happens once we've taken out the mechanists? Can we still be friends, or not enemies, or are you just going to straight up murder me? Victoria was the trickster's, I don't know, concubine, servant. I assume with the trickster gone, she is now in charge. And yeah, she definitely wants us dead, but she perceives the mechanists as a greater threat. And the mechanists tried to kill Garrett, so... we're working together temporarily. Don't know how I feel about this. I think Garrett is strong enough to do this on his own, personally. Alright. I have time. I'm going to be streaming for about 90 minutes, so... how did I do on this mission? That's a lot of loot. For the style of mission, where we were making our way through all these weird places, for the want of a better word, that is a lot of loot. I found all the pockets, though. Wow. Secrets found, 0 out of 0. The pagans hold no secrets. Alright. Next mission, please. Life of the party. The Builder has gifted thee with the greatest of all treasures, the future. But thine own will forges the key that opens the lock. I have correspondence.
The new scripture of the Master Builder?
Karis is rewriting ancient Hammer texts. But to what end? We don't know.
So you want me to find out?
Yes, but there's a more pressing problem. Karis is throwing a ball for the local nobility at Angel Watch, the new Mechanist Tower in Dayport. We need to know what he is up to. You have to be there, Garrett. Tonight, while the party is in progress.
Angel Watch? Is this how our arrangement is going to work? You coming up with ways for me to get myself killed?
Is this really Garrett, the master thief I hear talking? If danger is going to be a problem for you, then...
just give me the details.
Security at the tower will be extra heavy with the city's nobility in attendance. So gaining entrance will be difficult.
For you, maybe. But I won't be knocking on the front door. The rooftops aren't called the Thieves' Highway for nothing.
I have some equipment for you. You should begin immediately. And also...
remember to pickpocket the party guests?
You must find out whatever you can about the Cetus Project, a name our agents have overheard repeatedly. Karis has an office in the tower. Try to obtain some information there.
Brilliant idea. Try to find information about Karis' secret project in his office.
You do remember who the enemy is, don't you, Garrett?
If your information is wrong, and I end up risking my neck for nothing, this arrangement is over. Then try asking me that question again.
Well, this seems like the start of a long and fruitful relationship, very clearly. The Cetus Project. I don't suppose this has anything to do with kidnapping civilians and turning them into servants and then blowing them up, using them as suicide bombers. Life of the Parsi. This one is a highlight. I don't remember it very well, but this one is absolutely a highlight. What is different here? Breaking to Karis' office. Karis' latest entry into the new scripture of the Master Builder. So he's editing the Hammerite text. Alright, that's the same. Yeah, it's purely just the loot number that's changing, as well as a true professional doesn't leave a mess, don't kill anyone. Alright. The mechanists are out to kill you. Get to Angel Watch via the rooftops to avoid unwanted attention. Infiltrate Angel Watch. The access hatch on the eastern side should provide undetected entry. Spy on Karis to learn why he's throwing the party. Break into Karis' office and find some information on the Cetus Project. Find and read Karis' latest entry into the new scripture of the Master Builder. You claim you're the best. Now, prove it. Take to the Thieves' Highway and grab 1550 worth of loot. When your objectives have been completed, get out of Angel Watch and back to the safety of the bell tower. I'll pass. I'll definitely pass. Water arrows, please. What are frog beast eggs? Smuggled into the city at great expense by Victoria's agents, these items will burst soggily when thrown and produce a frog beast, who will ally with you. That sounds terrible, because if that thing can kill, I'm kind of screwed with my objectives and whatnot. Fire arrow. No noisemakers, couple of vines. Ugh. I vaguely recall needing a mine for something. Don't remember what. Take 2 fire arrows. We have 6 moss. I can't purchase broadheads here. What the hell? Alright. I think we're just going with that and hope for the best. Blessed be the metal ones. Alright, we're starting early. Courier, blood, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can count to 10. Who knew? Oh my god. Dayport, South District, Bell Tower. Lots of places we can loot. Heading north towards Sir Colin's Keep. So Angel Watch. Yeah, this mission is a doozy. How high up are we?
Hey, the city looks almost bearable from up here.
We're a long way up. But I doubt we're getting down there to pickpocket you. Can we get inside these windows here? I've forgotten how many secrets there are on this mission, and I can't tell without getting to the completion screen. Alright, so I assume we have looted... You know what, I've got no idea where we just looted.
Thought I heard something.
Alright, terrible start.
Oh well. Don't know what it was.
Garfield, go back to bed.
We wish someone would let me. Thought I saw something. No, well, guess it was nothing. Who's there? Oh. Seems quiet enough now.
If I follow this road north, it should take me right to the Mechanist Tower.
So I don't know if I've been into these two places yet or if I need to go further. Is that a keeper? I'm not getting inside there, but I wonder if that's a keeper. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Who's noising about then?
Alright, never mind, there's a ladder here.
I hear you there. Come on out.
Had to knock him out first. Had to. Alright, 120. Is there anything behind here? No switch. That's gonna hurt. There's loot in there, but I might have to sacrifice a vine arrow to get to it. That's where I just came from. I do wonder if I can reach it from this side, maybe.
Hello? Anyone there?
Nah, I think if I want to get that loose, I have to sacrifice a vine arrow, and I'm not going to do that just yet. I might come for it on the way out, if I remember. So I never played the demo of Thief 2 back in the day, but apparently this level was in the demo. Or a different scaled version of it was in the demo. And people liked it. Can't possibly imagine why.
Didn't sound like rats this time.
You're on alert, aren't you? Let's not alert you.
Used to be birds, singing in the morning and waking you up, singing at night looking for girl birds to meet up with. Nobody better be taffing around down here.
Now all the birds are dead, just as I guess the pagans were saying. Tile floor. I'm guessing if I go around this way, that just loops back around to... Oh, no, wait. That just loops back to where I was. I fully expect there to be something up there. Okay, there is not. What about this room? I didn't remember this was here. I thought there was like a coin or something on these rafters. How is this not classified as a secret? So how can I not grab those cheese slices or whatever they're called? Can I go down here? Yes. I have no idea where I am now or where I'm going. Telescope? There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I've got vague memories of what to do with that sunburst device. They're very vague, though. Right now, though, I need to get my bearings. I've got no idea where this is going to terminate.
Show yourself.
Maybe I passed through there and I'm in here now? Bypassing the Necromancer's Spire?
Seems quiet enough now. Just my imagination, I suppose. Wish someone would let me know what's going on.
Can I sneak up behind this guard? I have 55 broadheads. How the fuck did that happen? Right, we can't sneak up behind you like that.
Just because I've been here only a few months, think that I can just get away with pushing me around. I'll show them some. I see you there. Show yourself. Catch this. Guards, this way.
Yeah, that's legitimately killed him, hasn't it? Yeah. We can kill with the blackjack. All we need to do is hit them until they are dead. Can I just get you to turn around, please? Just like that. Thank you kindly for your cooperation. Alright, so where the hell are we? Is this the Necromancer's Spire? If so, how do I access it? Maybe by putting a vine arrow into one of those wooden things and then going down?
Yes, is that you, sweetie?
Oh, but it's just not fair. The season's most ballyhooed social event, and we're not even invited? I am a Rothschild. Don't they understand that? Don't they understand how incredibly important I am?
Shh, shh. I know, dear. But there will be other banquets. Besides, it's not as if we intend to join their silly religion or anything.
No, it's not that. It's just that...
It's totally that.
Well...
Yes, my Snookums?
Oh, Pumpkin! The Mechanists invited the Bumblesins! The Bumblesins! I mean, they haven't been in the inner circle in years!
Now, Frederick, don't you think you're overreacting just a tad?
No! I am Frederick Juniper Rothschild III, and I deserve more recognition than those commoners.
Oh, I know what we'll do, my sweet. We'll throw our own ball to the abyss with those Mechanists and their private affairs. Besides, they're just looking for supporters. We'll have our own banquet and invite everyone but the Bumblesons. Would that make you happy, my love?
Oh, yes! What an absolutely capital idea!
I think she knows what's up. The hell have we got here? Ever since I passed through that room, I am completely lost. I assume we're here, and that going south would take us back to, I'll call it the standard path, where we should be following without using shortcuts. But Okay, that looks promising. Oh.
Guess it's nothing now.
Ahead. Jesus fuck. I'm so lost. And honestly, given the premise of this mission, I kinda love it. Alright. Ah. Is that book gonna make us insane if we read it? Is this the Necromancer Spire? It is. So there was a tower to the east with a bunch of, I'll call it wooden things around the edge. I assume I can explore that as well. I can't read that, Jesus Christ. Is this supposed to be a reference to Da Vinci's work? When I see fire, water, earth and air there. If it's okay with you fellas, I'm just going to leave via this window here and never return. Where the fuck are we? Jesus Christ. Some sort of... Ah! I hear footsteps and I'm shocked that I didn't take damage from that. Right, well now you when you turn around. Baited. Baited so hard. Alright, does any of this look familiar?
You're going down.
A thief. A thief or an assassin? The Rust Box, how you doing, dude? It's been a while.
Who's...
Right, we have a way out there.
Quiet, you lumbering ox. You're making enough racket to wake the whole of Dayport.
Alright. Taking him out again and then waiting a bit. Fancy me seeing me, I can't talk anymore. Fancy seeing me play this old game. Yeah, but this old game is awesome. Will I be playing the fan missions? I haven't decided yet. I've never played those in my life. I think it could be fun to check them out. Yeah, it's just going to come down to whether I've got the time to check them out. See, I'm a bit pushed for time at the moment.
Quiet, you lumbering ox. You're making enough racket to wake the whole of Dayport. Well, it's dark, and I can't seize what I'm lifting. What you'll see is the heft of my sword across your brow if you don't hurry things up. There's a guard in the building, and we're both skewered if he hears you. All right. But I got me a question. Do he wants the gold or the jewelry?
Dude.
You want whatever you can carry, you tougher. Now hurry it along before we're seen. Or maybe you want to spend a lifetime or two in the Blue Coats company? The Blue Coats? Where? Oh, just hurry it up already.
Well, housebreakers.
Who's that?
How quaint.
I know you're out there. We're gonna have fun gutting you, Tapper boy.
Oh, come on.
Ah!
Come on.
What's going on? What's going on? Quiet, you lumbering ox. You're making enough racket to wake the whole of Dayport.
Alright, is he on alert?
That sounded funny.
Not right now.
You won't stay hidden for long, Tapper.
Okay, he's on alert now. Let me run a loop. Garrett's? Alright, he's inside.
Uh-oh, a stiff.
You're going down.
Yeah, I really just want to get my bearings here and try and figure out, I'll call it the standard route, because I use that weird shortcut to get from there to there.
Huh? This guy's dead.
Oh, he's not. He's unconscious, you dickhead. Okay, I can go through that door there.
Come out wherever you are.
No, never mind. I can't go through there. I could vine arrow my way up there, maybe.
Something strange is going on. Be extra careful.
Speaking of, I've only got one vine arrow left. What happens to the other? Right, he's going to be on alert for a bit. Oh my god.
Look, I know you're around here somewhere.
Straight into alert. I'll take that. Are we at the apartments? No, the Fieldstone estate. I still don't have my bearings. This is incredible. I still don't have my bearings.
Well, fine use.
No, you won't.
No. Someone say something.
I said nothing. Chat will confirm. Right, we're about halfway there on the loot quotient. And I'm nowhere near Angel Watch. Haven't even seen the place yet. So it's my south. I have no idea what that is. To the east, I have no idea what this is. We have a broken window, we have a broken ceiling. Kinda shocked you didn't hear anything, dude.
Huh? What was that?
Alright, let's pull you out of the fire before you die. We learned that lesson on the previous mission. Not sure what that is. Reminds me of my past life when I was slashing all the tapestries. There we go. Right, is this going to take me into known territory or not? It does not. Jesus Christ. This is actually depressing. We're not even into the 6-story tower yet, which is massive, and I'm completely lost. How do I get out of here? This way. Alright, let's head south. I imagine behind here has got to be known territory, surely. We're just mildly concerned about this guard. No, I don't recognize this either. Fucking hell.
Stench heartier than your rotting burrick of a master is the liquor on his fetid breath. If he comes near Lady Van Vernon again, we'll boil his knickers.
Oh, mighty fine words coming from a knock-kneed, inbred page boy such as yourself. Our good Master Willie wouldn't be caught near that frumpy little trollop unless he were holding her back at the end of a halberd.
How dare you defile the name of someone so good and virtuous as the Lady Van Vernon? Our lady is a saint among mortal women. An angel so pure the heavens couldn't hold her.
Ah, your lady, an angel? You're lucky the dockside whore keeps aren't bashing down her door for stealing their clientele. Why, just last night, I saw her out back, warming up the stable boy.
Jesus.
Such slander will not be tolerated while we're on watch. You'd best run and rescue your helpless limp lord before he flounders in his own vomit, or wakes up naked in a hen coop. Scurry off, or you'll require some unnecessary ventilation.
Is that a threat, you shriveled old maid? You gonna prick us with your sewing needles? On this side of the street, we shoot like soldiers, so don't make promises your arrows can't keep.
You've gone too far this time, you camel-mannered, tunic-wearing mollycoddle! An arrow in the throat that'll shut you up!
Have at thee!
What the?
What the hell?
Still a better love story than Claire and Steve. Alright, I think we're finally approaching somewhere that I recognize. Or maybe not. I assume there's more over there. I'll check that in a sec. How do I get further? Jesus. How do I get further to the west? East? Whatever. Taking me east and west, right? Are we there yet? We're there. Fuck, so just going through here took us somewhere far more to the north of where we were supposed to be. Curious. Yeah, if I was here, we would have gotten a much better view of that exchange. As it is, we just copped an arrow shaving past our right ear, I think. Very comical. Very funny. Okay, I can go in there. Is there anything inside this tower? Yeah, that whole scene definitely has some Monty Python vibes to it, I reckon. I vaguely recognise that area. I think we've got the... Got a burst there. I think we've got the building with the broken roof to our north. Garrett's. Hopefully I've not missed anything. I think it was at 866 loose earlier. Yes, if I go this way. Yep, that's the building with the broken roof. Not entirely certain I've been inside every house here, like the apartments. I don't think we've been in there. We've been through the Necromancer Spire, and I don't want to go through that again. I think the secret path we took through Master Wily's Manor took us into the, I can't pronounce that, estate. Yeah, I can't even read that because that doesn't say estate. But let me go back down here. I assume the apartments are just to my northwest, but I don't see a way that I can break in. No, never mind. I'm not looking at my compass correctly. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Don't think there's anything here. No. So this directly ahead of me is the Fieldstone Estate. The apartments are directly ahead to my left. If indeed I can break into them. But we do have a thief down there that I need to take care of before I do anything else. Maybe there's something there. Alright, let's get rid of you. Alright, I don't immediately see a way in here. I thought I saw something in one of those windowsills. That thing there. Just a plants. Wonder if it's a peony. Are we getting up there? Yes, good. No, yes, no, maybe. You can do it, Garrett. I believe in you. I don't believe in you. Let me just make a save before I accidentally save over my proper save. You want me to pass through the building, don't you? Fine. Did you at least... You could have at least hit his body in a more conspicuous place than that, but you know. Alright. Heading out here, I believe. Wait, that gains me nothing, doesn't it? Can I get onto this roof? Necromancer Spire. I do not want to go in there again if I can avoid it. Wait. This was a spire, wasn't it? Directly below me. No? That was a spire. So the bank is to my east, and I would love to rob a bank. We went this way. I don't know if I can go north from here. So either go north from here.
Dude, who's that?
We have an open window to the east.
Must have been rats. How repulsive.
Dude, it's got a glass ceiling. I'd love one of those. That's not a euphemism. I genuinely love a glass ceiling, like a skylight that I could see through, but...
Careful.
I imagine it will be a complete bastard to keep clean. Right, so maybe we need to cross over the Baron's Way here. Leading towards a greenhouse. I don't think that's a greenhouse there, even though it looks glass. Castle Carlisle and something else. Where does this lead? Yeah, I saw it there. I totally didn't, I just clicked in hope. Tile. Okay, so apparently we're in the bank. Not sure how that happened, but fine. It's Hustleshank. That's a lovely name. Speaking of shankings, come here. Right, we have another key. Carpets, beautiful. Alright, you must have a secret switch or something where you keep your alcohol. Can I lockpick this? I hear it, but I don't see it. It might be outside. It's that thing, very clearly. Oh, these things are expensive. Wow. Right, we've almost cleaned the place out. Grimshaw, lock the receipts in the safe this time, or you'll taste the lash. Though I can't prove it, I suspect one of the night watchmen of having sticky fingers. If not, every penny is accounted for in the morning. It will come out of your backside. Kinky. Another thing, Don Valencia will be by in the morning to pick up his diamonds. Make sure you log the transfer and extend every courtesy we have available. Valencia is a client I do not want to lose. Tuttleshank. Tuttleshank, I'm sure Garrett is very sorry, but we need to make a living as well. Yeah, this thing must open that safe, surely. Yep.
What was that noise?
Alright, so we can either go over there to the greenhouse and to Castle Carlisle, or we can come out here, which is taking me towards Lady Louise's suites. Moving forward as slowly as I possibly can. Oh god.
That's enough skulking about then!
The guard ahead of me see me. And not this guard lying down, I mean the guard ahead of me across the street. You absolutely saw something, dude, but I don't know if you're in position to do anything about it. Other than trying to turn us into a pincushion. Right, where are we going? Could maybe go to the north, sneak around and take you out from the side. I assume that is Lady Louise's suite directly ahead. Oh, is that tile as well? It is not.
Hello? Anyone there?
Right, I've got a feeling I may have been in here. I've got a feeling I should probably shut the fuck up.
Hello? You don't want to mess with me.
73 broadheads, chat. What the hell do I even do with that many arrows? Did I just drop a healing potion? I totally did.
Someone there?
We're on tile, but you know what?
Don't hurt.
I'm okay with that. Dead end, okay. It's a dead end unless there's a secret passage. P. We have to stop meeting at the alchemist. This is the third time that woman has come by to press her nose against glass. I don't know whether she's ogling Grimmed or just wants a love potion from old Jack, but it's giving me the shivers. Can you do anything about it? N. Is that Norman Gruitz or whatever his name is? Is this really a dead end? A dead end with no loose. Yeah, it's not a dead end. Alright, well I've been up here. The actual fuck? Okay, so that roof where I just took out the dude, I assume it's on the other side of this wall. It's gotta be, right? Let me just have a look. North. We have a building here. Another building there. It is this place. I mean, I get it. It's a bunch of rectangles all smashed together, but honestly, it seems very well designed. Definitely been here. I recognize this. Was there anything down here on this tower? There's no opening halfway down, for example. I don't see one, so let me just go there and check to see if there's anything to the north. If there isn't, then I'll load back here and continue on. Yeah, loose is looking really good. I need 1550 and I'm almost there. I go north? No. Well, what's up this ladder? I've got no fucking idea where I am. Okay, I know where I am now. It's curious that there's two people there that can hear me, but I can't see them or access them. I assume they're inside this building, and we can't get inside that building anywhere. If there is a way through, it would be here and to my right. But I don't see a way to get there. Unless, you know, you're in here and... No, this was a dead end. Alright, I'm gonna load. Gonna make my way north. And maybe back over to the west to check out the greenhouse and Lady Carlisle's estate, I think it was. But let me go north first and check out this building in front of me. Oh god. No, not taking the hit. Jesus Christ. So bad at this. Right, we have at least one civilian in front of us. Another building over to our left. Is that where we originally came out? No, it wasn't. Okay, I got problems. Someone flashed past that window and I assumed that they'd spotted me. Yeah, we came out on the left there from the bank, so... Keep a... Well done, game. Well done. That's all I can say. Jesus. That was a keeper. Garrett, we hope the information we have provided... I can't read. We hope the information we have provided you thus far has been useful. You do well to seek information at Angel Watch. Do they know about Victoria? Surely they do. But beware, all is not as it seems at the Mechanist Tower, and Karis is more aware of your actions than you may think. Still, there are ways to outwit him. We just got outwitted by a fucking keeper. Noisemakers, gas mine, yes. Invisibility, even better. Yeah, I saw that shadow flying past. It's like, yep, I've been spotted by a guard. It was a keeper. I miss games like this. I really, really fucking miss games like this.
Oh well, I guess it was nothing.
No need for alarm, ladies. Just passing through.
Be nice, Garrett. There's nothing in... Oh, I've got to check. I'll be doing everyone the service if I didn't check. There's nothing in there. No moss in there. Almost 1,400 on loose. Jesus Christ. There it is. Angel Watch. So Lady Louisa's seems to be the way to get here. Which means if I go back this way, I should be able to loot another building or two before I go to the tower. God, that place looks incredible. So is this really telling me that we need to pass through the bank regardless? So if I'm heading west now, I don't see a way to get back west other than passing through the bank. Or maybe through this building directly in front of me. Which actually leads nowhere. Alright, let's go back through the bank. So, real talk, the armory, or the sunburst device. I thought there was a locked door somewhere here that we could blow open with the sunburst device. I don't think I'm going to find it, though. This is taking long enough as is. Been going on this mission for about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and I have not touched the interior of Angel Watch yet. Okay, if I go left here, that should take me into the building with the glass ceiling. There you go. If I'm quick.
Who made that noise?
It was me. Can I get back up there? Does the vine arrow work? Alright. That's how I originally passed through here. That's how I should have got back, but I'm just not that smart. Let's run over this. Is this going to lead me towards a dead end, though? I'm pretty sure I'm not at Angel Watch, right? We're at the greenhouse and Castle Carlisle on the right. Okay, that definitely looks like a greenhouse. And that definitely looks like an open window there, but I don't know if I can reach that. That just made a lot of noise.
Not again. Looks like it's nothing.
Anyone else? No. I didn't get my broadhead back. I've lost one of my broadheads. Oh no, I've only got 71 remaining. Gas arrow, yes please. Boss arrows. The gas arrow is worth it, for sure. Question is, how do I get into Castle Carlisle? Dank lore? Horticulturist log. Growing a new strain of mushroom, supplied by my new friends. They actually give off a substantial amount of light. I'm considering abandoning the powered lamps and replacing them all with mushrooms. I can imagine the look on Theodore's face. How about no? Long Daddy has proven to be quite the gardener's assistant. Today he intercepted a carrion diver that was headed right for the road... I can't read that. This is how you know I'm not a florist in real life, chat. Those little buggers have destroyed more of my plants than I care to remember. I may just let Long Daddy web up the entire eastern end of the greenhouse if it will stop the insects from getting through. I think we just murdered him. I've been contracted out to build an enormous terrarium for Thistlewell. Ah, the rich and their luxuries. Anna. Anna, I murdered your spider, just so you know. In my defense, I've played the original thief. Alright. Going up.
Something there. Imagining things now.
No, you're not. Dead end. Trondheim. You were correct in recommending Toll, Camric and Sons for our recent contracting needs. Their craftsmanship is truly remarkable, as evidenced by our new armory door. Here we go. It's made of pit-forged steel, interwoven with black iron, and coated with a titanium resin. Something like that. The sun itself could not blast that portal open. In the unlikely event that we are attacked, the men should come to one of us to gain access to the armory. Remember the 30-day siege at Castle Merendrum, old friend? Ah, now those were the days. It is truly a shame that the men must be kept from the very tools of their profession, but such blatant misuse of gas arrows simply cannot be tolerated. Alas, that poor Barak. Moloch. Moloch, I don't like you. So this door here, I believe, can be blown open with this. And this is the thing that we used to blow open the gates at the cemetery back in the day, but we don't talk about that because that brings back my PTSD. Let's set that on fire. What do we got? 2 flash bombs, that's good. Lots of broadheads, 2 fires. A couple of noisemakers. Some mines. We don't have the gas arrows though. Alright. That's worth it though. That is absolutely worth it. I'm glad I came this way. But this means I'm going to need to leave the... You know what? I'll take that hit. Cheese does not fix my health. Alright, let's take that healing potion. Is that something there? No. Alright, I think I've seen everything that I'm going to see before I get to Angel Watch, and I know I've missed stuff. Like right at the very start, we've got that area that we can use a vine arrow and get into that room. I said I'd check that out on the way back. There's probably a ton of other stuff that I missed as well, but look at our loot here. We're almost there. We need 1550, and we've got 1468. That's good. But it's crazy that so much of this shit is optional. I don't know how much of it is optional, given that I don't know how much loot there is in Angel Watch itself. But all the same, it's kind of crazy that this part of the level is so huge, so varied, so well constructed. And yet we can bypass virtually all of it. We could just take that secret passage, go north. We're at Angel Watch, and that's it. Let's try that again, shall we? Can't believe that was a keeper. I have 1 gas arrow. How many gas mines do I have? 1. And that just takes me back around there. I've been there. Gotta mantle this wall. Damn it. Garrett.
Okay, I'm going.
Damn it. Dude's drunk, but he's alert enough to hear me jumping up and down on this thing. That's better. That's all the lousy booze. The good booze is inside.
So, that's the castle of the future. I'll take my tenement any day of the week.
Glorious. And by glorious, I mean absolutely terrifying. Yeah, I think there's some engine limitations going on here because we should have been able to see that from somewhere back there, surely. We're at Angel Watch on the east side. The only map we've got here is here. The ballroom's on the 6th floor, office is on the 5th. We have a large room here, a mechanical lift in the southeast corner, stairway in the northwest. How do we get back up there? I can mantle, that's fine. It's a long run back.
That wasn't so tough. Maybe tower security isn't as tight as I thought.
Okay, we can get out easily enough. Two paths going west. Brethren, the guard on the office door shall be changed upon every 3 hours, though I trust that our guests will not be curious enough to attempt entrance. For further precaution, however, Father Karras hath entrusted me with the sole key. One key for something. Most of the alarms and watches that protect the tower hath also been disabled, to prevent our guests from causing any mishaps. While I expect the nobility to mind their manners, remain thou ever vigilant. Friend Vilnia. We're on the 2nd floor, apparently. We're on the 3rd floor, apparently. Here's someone on my right, but not sure if you're on this floor or not. Seems unsafe.
Strange. So,
Hold still. There's our loot. One objective done, shitloads to go. Yeah, this place definitely doesn't look warm and inviting, does it? Expecting there to be a secret somewhere here. But if there is, I don't see it. No. Right, so there's a linear path past this fireplace into this little crawl space here. There's at least one more ahead of me, which I'm deeply worried about. Okay, there's the lift. I'll try avoiding taking that for as long as possible. There was the sound of a door being opened, ma'am. Also, this here is the sound of you being knocked out and tossed into the fire. I hear plenty of footsteps, but I don't think they're on this floor. I think they're above me or below me. Alright, there's nothing on that fireplace. We have a metal floor directly ahead of me, which is always a problem.
I hear thee croaking, Toad. Step into view.
That's someone above me. I don't want to alert them just yet, so let's creep across here. Yeah, I remember I have to interact with these things. Honestly, though, it's probably quicker for me just to run through Angel Watch, knock everyone out, and then just sprint past all of these things later.
Message number 5 of 6.
The builder created beauty to bring us joy. For the joyful of spirit work the longest. And in this gallery we find beauty. Fine guest, thou surely have precious works of art in thy home. Here too the servants are of use. They are completely trustworthy. At first hint of trouble, they will call for the nearest guard. Take some time to appreciate our gallery. Then Vilnia will escort you to the ballroom.
So I definitely had to look up some information on Karras's voice.
Karras doesn't even show up for his own party.
Yeah, he left some pre-recorded messages. I had to look up some information on his voice just to try and find out who he sounded like, and I did not succeed. I still don't know who he sounds like. But if you want to hear something crazy, Garrett is voiced by Stephen Russell, and Karras is voiced by Stephen Russell. Garrett and Karras are the same voice actor. And that is some impressive range, that's all I can say. I think there might be some like voice modulation going on there as well, it wouldn't surprise me, but even so, that kind of blew me away. Oh, does this go up? Yes, okay, good. That texture there looks a bit different, but I don't think it's a secret. Literally a broom closet.
What noise there that softly Builder!
More stairs going up. Although it looks like this might be part of the same floor. Right, is this tile? Who the fuck said that? Am I on level 4 now? I am. Alright, these are servants. Come for me, death. Jesus Christ. 2 of them. Alright. Let's see if we can blackjack the servants. I don't know if that's a thing. Then blackjack the human servant.
I've spotted him.
Alright, we had new objectives as well, didn't we? Travel via the rooftops, infiltrate. Spy on Karras to learn why he's throwing the party. We can't do that because he's not here. Activate all the voice machines to hear Karras's messages. There's 6 of them. Alright, I'm not sure how we're supposed to get to this one without causing a bit of a ruckus here.
Message number 2 of 6.
Greetings again, guests. I pray your spirits do not suffer from my absence. I present to each a gift. The most wondrous yet of my innovations. A living worker suited to all household tasks. Ready always to perform your bidding. I call them the servants. The servant knows not how to lade or gossip. The servant knows only how to tirelessly perform thy will, be it cooking, cleaning, or gardening. Please accept them with my gratitude. But the tour continues. Pray do follow Vilnia once again.
I can think of a few other uses, but I'm not going to say them out loud because I like having subscribers on my channel. That's all I can say. Is there anything hiding in these books? Oh god, nope, didn't take damage. Wow. There might be a way to climb up there and climb behind them to listen to that, but that's a long shot. So I think I will explore floor 4 next, starting from this room. Yeah, I don't see any hidden passages in the library today. Alright. Who we got?
Who treads there?
Huh? That's the point, Margaret. Now they will be happy.
To serve the nobility is the highest privilege in life, of course. But slavery is just so distasteful.
No. Not slaves, Margaret. Servants. You heard Mr. Karras. But why argue semantics? Before this, they were raving lunatics. Have you ever seen a lunatic prepare a stew? Or sweep a stable? Not a pretty sight, one can be sure of that.
Oh, Christopher, you're such a card. Ooh, Karras did say the servants could garden. I wonder if they can plant azaleas or roses. We could use them to trim the lilac bushes as well.
You see, my dear, the servants can truly make you happy. Could there be a more noble purpose in life?
Oh, Christopher, stop.
It's curious that he's talking about gardening, given, you know, what we've seen in...
He's over here!
Someone!
He's on!
There's an intruder!
Somebody get him!
Damn it. It's curious that they're talking about gardening because,
There's someone there.
as we've seen throughout the entire game...
There's an intruder!
Shut up, fellas, I'm trying to talk. And steal your wallets. The gardens, the grass, the birds, they're all dying as a result of what Karras is doing here. Also, Karras totally hasn't told us about the servant's other feature, which he demonstrated to True at that one time. I suspect that might be an undocumented feature. The Rust Box flash bomb and start recording. I'm pretty sure they'll stay on alert once they recover.
If someone be there, then bespeak thyself.
I could be wrong though. I'm not terribly good at this game. Like we can do it, but then they'll go fetch the guards. Honestly, I'm happy enough to see them watch me come at them with the blackjack and smack them in the face. It gives me life. Alright, those are the stairs down, those are the stairs up. This is the...
Art thou there?
Yep, okay, that was the lady who heard me from the floor below, so... I assume this here is a metal floor on my left? No, okay. You'll just be taking a nap now? You neither? I mean, you knew about the fan missions and you asked me about that, so you know more than I do. Alright, check out the south. More loots. What is with those faces? That's terrifying. I suspect there's at least one pedophile in that painting. Just that sly little grin. Alright, did I miss this earlier? No, I didn't. Yes, okay, I missed it, but we've definitely been there. Don't ask me how I know that. It's the right-hand side. More guest suites, I guess. Nothing under the bed covers. Interesting. There's an open window. Check that out in just a moment. Alright. For such a high-tech place, your guests' chests are remarkably low-tech. Nothing there either. Alright, what is this window? Where the fuck did you just come from? I have no idea where you just came from. Don't say a mummy mechanist and a daddy mechanist. I literally have no idea where you just came from. Okay, never mind. I understand now. Fuck, they heard me in the, might be flash bomb time. They heard me in the corridor and they came down to investigate. Nice swing, buddy. Are they leaving? This is weird. This is super weird. I think they might be behaving differently now because of the quick save. Is that a third? Yeah, there's a... Alright, I might have kind of screwed things up here. Not sure. Two mechanists and a servant. Alright, you know what? You two can fuck off. Find all the bodies you want, go on alert, I'll deal with you later. In the meantime, what have we got out here? Nothing? I'm guessing that's just maybe a quicker way out rather than having to go back through the tunnels. We can come here, drink the slow fall potion, and then jump off. Some sort of kitchenette area. I'm extremely concerned about this because I'm assuming those people were in here or around this area and they heard me downstairs. Yeah, look at this. This servant's just come in and is either upset about the door or she was the one that saw me, or that we saw rather, running away during all those quick saves and quick loads. Right. You need to take a nap. I assume these are guest suites. They are, but they're not as small as I thought they were. Thank law. Master guest list. Dorcas Goodfellow, in attendance. Lord Bafford, in attendance. Madame De Niro, declined invitation. Pagan sympathiser? Lord Gavacious, in attendance. Ramirez, no response. Sir Christopher, in attendance. Marie Eleonora, in attendance. Archduke D'Amour, in attendance. Pernilius Pennybuckle Esquire, in attendance. Master Willie, in attendance, but quietly escorted off tower grounds, wanton drunkenness. Duchess Alexandra Kurinov, in attendance. Lady Louisa, in attendance. Squire Shaughness, declined, touring the city's Rumpleball League. Lady Van Vernon, in attendance. Joseph Fieldstone, in attendance. These are all the places we've listed. The Bumblesons, Winifred and Archibald, in attendance. Thistlewell, in attendance. Yvel de Ravencourt, in attendance. The Rothschilds, Frederick and Penelope, no response. Misplaced invitation. Misplaced invitation. Damn. Sir McAllister Crom, in attendance. Brandy Ridge, in attendance. Madame Robillard, in attendance. Lord Carlisle, in attendance, retired early. Lord and Lady Rumford, in attendance. Wonder if they're still looking for their slave. Sir Allard McCrellis, in attendance. And Bandley Rothhofer, declined. On holiday in Showbridge. I don't think I really learned anything there, unfortunately. Alright, let's go loot this floor. Stairs. Stairs. Sakaris' office is on this floor. Uh-oh.
I got this money by tossing it left and right to every scoundrel with his...
Alright, didn't see the bodies. Speaking of, they've not come back up here. Or heck, maybe they came from below. We have food. Brethren, I have read that. I'm not going to read that again. There's our lift. We have a key. That's probably very important. I don't know if this is Vilnia or whatever their name is. But that could well be the only key to open a certain door. Nice dining room. I can't steal those plates.
Message number 4 of 6.
Privilege guest. I trust you will enjoy this feast presented by the servants I have given you. Imagine, a short while ago these servants were confined to an asylum. Mentally feeble. They were of no use to anyone. Now they are safe and productive. Now they know happiness. Would that I could be with you tonight, for the servants make excellent cooks. After you dine, friend Vilnia will guide thee on to the gallery.
So I've lost track of which messages we've heard, but I'm just going to say we've done 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, I think, and 5th floor. No, we haven't done 2nd floor. 3rd, 4th, and 5th are covered. Oh, is this not where you store the good alcohol? Not even the good plates. Karis's office has got to be through one of these doors, surely. I thought it would be in the center, perhaps, but I'm not seeing it. Also, I'm hearing voices. Oh, what kind of fucked up wallpaper is this? No, thank you. I would not like to stay in a room like this. Oh, we can't open that. Do we have a key to open that? We do not. I have regrets, chat. Okay, that's not Vilnius key. I saw it. Objective complete. Love it. The new scripture of the Master Builder, draft, page 35. The builder smiled on the things Karis had done. Out of devotion, he had invented many machines, and these machines now served him well. He had transformed the wretched humans into agents of the builder's will, controlled directly by the influence of Karis's machines. These were called servants, and they had been embraced by those in the city who considered themselves superior because of the wealth of their coffers instead of their spirits. These same people had beamed at Karis with one face, but with another face smirked among each other and shared affronts. For this, Karis had once detested them, but he saw now their role in the builder's plan. In all these things, Karis had forged the tools that he would use to bring the builder's paradise to the world. The builder looked upon these tools as Karis made preparations to put them to use, and his gaze showed favour, and Karis felt the builder's hands upon him, and the builder's strength helping Karis carry his burdens. And then he turned them all to suicide bombers and murdered all the people.
One thing's for sure, this Karis guy has lost his mind.
Given what we saw at the mega... Ah, fuck. Hold still. I don't know if we can kill this thing. Alright, we got problems. There's nothing we can do about this guy, I think. Unless maybe I can mine him, but... Alright, that little fucker is indestructible. And he has spotted us right there. Or I should say, it has spotted us right there. Fortunately, I can't lock the door, so...
Huh?
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just going through a terrible ordeal. Carlisle Armory key. What the fuck? I never knew there was a way of opening that door other than blowing it open. Holy shit.
What was that noise?
Don't mind me. I'm terribly upset right now. There's a key to the Carlisle Armory. Holy shit. Right, where is Karis's office? It's here, clearly. Does this key let me in? It does not. Do any of these keys let me in? Alright, we need, what's the name's key? Vilnius key, very clearly. Or we need an alternate way of getting inside. But we've got some huge problems. I believe there's going to be a bunch of guards coming up here very shortly to inspect the place. You look like a little wind-up toy. Can I just fiddle with your wiring and put you to sleep permanently? Alright, how do we get up to level 6? Either via the lift or maybe via the stairs on the northwest corner. Alright, we have robots ahead. Do we have any mechanists up here? We have a very, very tiled floor here, which scares me. We have at least 4 people. Those 2 are civilians. That there is a mechanist directly ahead.
Is someone there? That noise.
Yes,
I won't have
is that
people
you,
lurking
sweetie?
about where I can't see them.
I spotted him.
Or is lava? Where did she run off to? Garrett, please make your way over that body, please. Hold on. They're both mechanists. Okay, so you've got a key on your right... Right? Your other right waist. I assume that's the key that's going to open Karis's office. Also, I need to listen to that recording as well. They're going back to whence they came.
Mischief has been done. Keep a lookout for...
No, they're still wandering.
Only cowards hide, so, villain.
No, I'm just sick of quick saving and quick loading. Okay, I think she's back in position. He's back in position now.
These are strange times indeed.
Thank
when
you
the
for your
builder's
cooperation, sir.
chosen must cater to the folly of the unworthy, giving these servants as gifts.
Dost thou doubt the wisdom of Karis? Perhaps he should know of thy insubordination.
Nay, nay, Vilnia. I meant no ill.
Good. Then hold thy tongue and do as ordered. Remember, the servants are but a masterful deception. Master Karis has the ability to control them himself wheresoever he be. In the end, they shall serve the will of the builder.
Ah, yes. The rust gas. It's just that they look so very weak, so unlike weapons.
Yes, they do. The better to serve our purposes. For now, our task is to make these fools happy. So stay thou alert, but remain friendly. I shall be back in due time.
Damn it.
Oh!
I'm not sure what the right way to play that is, whether we just use a whole bunch of moss arrows across the floor, maybe vine arrows on the ceiling. I've got a problem. I need to catch up with her and take her out without being heard. Okay, she left the room. Garrus.
Who's making that noise? Halt!
That actually worked. Actually, wait, are you dead? No, good. Alright, so we have the key. The office key. Let me just put this robot to sleep. Is this thing trying to play the musical instruments? I'm guessing so. That's hilarious. The robot was trying to play the musical instruments. That's the lift. Do we have any water crystals in here? Not that I can see. Alright, Karis, what pearls of wisdom do you have for me today?
Message number 6 of 6.
It is here that our evening ends. Enjoy the music and dance if thou willst. On the morrow, when thou dost return home, your servant will be waiting for thee. Yes, they travel on their own. Indeed, on occasion they will leave your homes in response to a device I call the guiding beacon, and return to us for but small adjustments. Upon their return to your homes, better servants they'll be. I apologize yet again for my absence tonight, noble friends. Fare thee well.
That seems inconvenient. Like if I'm trying to get together with my mates for an orgy and we've got all the servants invited over and they decide to leave on the night, that would ruin my night, just saying. Alright, the office. Guess my first question is the office alarmed? Second question is, where is the office? It is this way. Carpets, nice. Is that an alarm? Damn it. You can't tell me that you don't have something hidden in your office here to open up a secret panel. That's a very poor office. Right, what message number?
Greetings, Garrett. Thou art expected, though not precisely welcomed. Seem not so surprised. I have anticipated thine arrival, just as I now anticipate thy departure. Art thou a religious man? It is time to say thy prayers. Thy sins will be thine own undoing.
And this is going to set the alarm off as well, surely. Is it critical for me to actually listen to that message? Also, Karis, are you working with the Keepers? That seems like the most logical explanation at this point. We just need to activate all the voice machines, break into Karis's office and find some information on the CSIS project. Okay, we're in his office, so...
Expected, though not precisely welcomed. Seem not so surprised. I have anticipated thine arrival, just as I now anticipate thy departure. Art thou a religious man? It is time to say thy prayers. Thy sins will be thine own undoing.
Alright, I'm not immediately seeing information on the CSIS project here. This looks so out of place, it's not funny.
Time to get the goods and get out of here while I still can.
Alright, so that does more than just set off the alarm. That'll give us the plans, so at this point what I want to do is complete the other objective. Then what I think I'll do is quickly skedaddle down to level 4, make my way to that opening, drink the slow fall potion, and get out. For now though, we need to infiltrate level 2 and level 1, and listen to these voice recordings.
Thought I saw something.
That's alright, you did. But don't worry, you won't see anything in a moment. Bro.
Who are you?
The intruder.
I'm not hearing these subtitles, like it's saying it has damaged you. I didn't hear that at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really cool, but I'm just not hearing it. That'll get me down to the next level on the rafters. Were the guests allowed on this floor? I can't imagine so. Nothing. Alright, it's been spotted. Glad you could see me because I couldn't. Alright, let's just wait here because people are going to come running. I can probably intercept at least one of them. Let's just move to the side here, take you out from the front perhaps. Oh, there we go. Right, this one is a Litley. I have 102 broadheads. Okay, loot. Yes. 2008. Okay, they don't keep the good alcohol here either. What about here? It's got to be here, surely. There we go. It took a while, but it finally revealed itself. Friend Vilnia, note thee well the following. 'Tis the final listing of the voice machines. Make it thy task to be sure the servants have them placed and working before the arrival of tonight's guests. Voice Machine 1, Central Concourse. Voice Machine 2, Library. Voice Machine 3, Chapel. Voice Machine 4, Dining Room. Voice Machine 5, Gallery. Voice Machine 6, Ballroom. Further, forget not the machine for our special guest. Yeah, we weren't on the guest list. That's kind of upsetting. He didn't write us down on the guest list.
Is that thou, friend?
Okay, that's the chapel, very clearly.
'Twas nothing then. The drums in mine ears do overly strum. All is quiet once more. Thanks. Oh!
Message number 3 of 6.
Lords and ladies, behold the Builder's Chapel. It is here we reflect upon the Builder's great plan The servants I am giving thee are examples of our strivings toward his ideals. Before they were servants, the souls behind the masks were lost and unproductive. Now they are models of efficiency. Alas, if only I could be there to share with thee the wonder of this moment. But I digress. On with the tour.
Were you just scared that we were going to turn up and murder you? We're not a murderer. We steal things, but we're not a murderer. Right, there was nothing in there. Right, where's this ladder down? Right here. Is this helpful at all? Oh, that texture's grossy. Alright, I seize it. I could possibly even make my way downstairs by taking this slope. We have the lift. We have at least one iron beast here. I'm just tapping it very lightly, and Garrett's taking about 6 additional steps to go down. Alright. What do you got for me, Karis?
Message number 1 of 6.
Is this functioning? Oh, my good guest. Welcome to Angel Watch. I have gathered you here, citizens of exceptional breeding.
Exceptional breeding? Well, that's one way of saying it. I can't hear shit, dude. Nothing important. Alright. The face is switched off. This was the only face in the building, or the only one that I've seen so far. This, I assume, is the front door. Okay, there's another face, never mind. I assume we're not getting through here.
The front doors are locked. Looks like Karis wants a captive audience.
Yeah, and I don't think we've got any way of getting through there. No, we're not opening that with the gas mine, random. That's not happening. Alright. I think at this point we're done. We just need to grab some information on the Caesars project, which we can do from his office. But we're going to set the alarm off in the process. Let's use the lift. There's nothing down here. No. What a dreadful place. I think there is a certain kind of beauty to it, but honestly, it is dreadful. Alright, let's go up to level 5. Servant is still in the kitchen. It's not a servant, it's something. Don't know what. Maybe it's Mini Karis. Alright, let's make a run for it.
Time to get
What have we got? Site. Markham's Isle. Yeah, that particular... You know what, I'm just going to load that for a moment. Projects... What is that? Cetus Amicus? Some kind of gear, like a metal gear or something? That might be the distribution system for the rust gas. Chief Engineer Karras, page 1 of 21. I suppose we can look at the other 20 pages. Well, it's not Site. Markham's Isle. If you look at this... I assume that's Markham's Isle there. That just looks like a stock photo or something. Alright.
Time to get the goods and get out of here while I still can.
Security has been breached. God will all exits, the streets and rooftops. Let not the intruder escape us.
Guard the rooftops, that could be a problem. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. Your collision box is bigger than it looks. Ah! You know what? I'll take that. Alright, where's my slow fall potion? I know I picked one up. Did I imagine that? Did I imagine that I had a slow fall potion? I mean, it's possible. Oh, God. Alright. We're going back down to level 3, aren't we?
Time to get the goods and get out of here while I still can.
Security has been breached. God will all exits, the streets and rooftops.
How far are the guards going to travel, though? Oh, God. Right, I'll heal through that in a moment. It was this way, I think. Indeed. Swimming carcass. Thank you for the raid, dude. You ready to be super late today. How was the stream? Just finishing this mission and then going to bed. This one was epic. In the best way possible. We just infiltrated the Angel Watch, listened to all of the recording devices, grabbed the schematics,
Making that noise?
and now we're running for dear life. Travel via the rooftops, don't kill anyone, get back to the bell tower. You are exhausted. I hope it's a good type of exhausted day swimming. Like just being exhausted from entertaining people in the way that you do. Alright, these two lovely ladies are still very much unconscious. Hell. Alright, how are we getting across here?
Is that you?
Cyberpunk endings are just miserable no-win scenarios. Have you already completed the game, dude? I've seen you playing it a couple of times, but I thought you only started playing it the other day. Have you actually completed the game? Or is it bad endings? That's a dead end. Flash Kiwi, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing alright. I'm just about to call it quits. Unfortunately, you've come in right at the very end of my stream. Plus, it's also 1 AM my time, which means I need to go to bed. It's past my bedtime. Swimming, at this point, you don't believe any of the endings are good. So it's like The Witcher, in other words. Right, can I get up there? No, okay. Which way are we going now? This way? Not that way. Right, we have another one patrolling over there, which is not great.
Was a memory of leaves flapping, nothing more.
I've not forgotten that I've got a gas arrow.
Is that thee?
Alright, we can definitely get back over on the right-hand side. Ah.
What? Hello?
A little bit worried about this surface. This is heartbreaking. There's 4 dead guards here, and I didn't do any of them. Alright, almost there. I think there's another one directly ahead of me. You're asking for a gas arrow.
My eardrum.
Alright, who the hell are you? I'm guessing you're a keeper. Let's sacrifice the arrow. Never mind, let's sacrifice ourselves.
Who goes there? Who made that noise? Just wait till I don't try to run, Tapper.
That's right, I won't. All for the sake of that loose. Is there really no way we can get into there? I'm curious about this guy, I really am. Yeah, he's moved away. Can't swing my sword though. I'm very curious to know if there's a way inside there and if there's any loose. Right, just gotta watch for the dude on my left. And that will do it. How much loot did I miss? About 500. 16 out of 24, 3 out of 7 secrets. Yeah, I think the only thing I really missed, outside at least, was the massive steel gate, that round gate that I couldn't open, which had the pressure lock on it. I'm not sure how we're supposed to get into that. Maybe we can use the sunburst device to open that up, given that I use it on the armory and we can find an armory key later on, but yeah, this mission is definitely a highlight of the game in my opinion, and it's a lot of fun. Loved it.